Power. So Power is an EP. So yeah, so it's a 6-track EP. The title of the songs, there's one called Spirit, one called Money, one called Jesus, one called Vakamba, and then the title track Power, and then Money. Did I say Money already? Anyway, yeah, so Money. Okay, so why I worked with Super Rhymer is because Super Rhymer is a very talented rapper, very talented singer, producer. He's a great musician, and also in the spirit of power, of empowerment, I thought, I want to share my platform with him as much as I possibly can. I want to go beyond, hearing his song and maybe sharing it on my Twitter. What I really want to do is introduce people who follow my music to Super and say, look, this guy, like, they should almost identify me with him, because I feel like that's what empowerment is. It's like you really need to go the extra mile. You need to go far beyond. It's easy to say when like right now, I don't know why I've thought about a funeral, but I'm just thinking, like, sometimes people wait until someone's dead, and then that's when they come and contribute a 500 kwacha to the funeral. Then it's like, it's why didn't you do that when they were alive? Why didn't you? There's people only sacrifice what's comfortable for them. So it's putting Super on the same platform with me, sometimes people will be like, why didn't you just feature like a Pompey or someone, or a bigger artist? But that's what empowerment is all about. Like, you need to pull up the ones who can do the job, and I know that when people connect with Super stuff, they are going to be impressed. So that's why I chose to do the EP with him. About 3, I think I've produced 2 actually alone, and then the rest and then he's produced 2 also, and then the other 2 we co-produced. So basically what we are doing is what we believe is that everyone has some form of power. Every single person has been, we believe that, look, when God created each one of us, he said, he saw a need on this earth, and he said, okay, you are the one who's going to take care of this need. He saw maybe you feel, and he said, okay, one day we're going to need representation of Zambian music through online. And he said, let me create a guy called Phil to handle that job. So the job was there before we were born. That's what I believe. And we were made to make those jobs work, to be able to execute those jobs. So we've got a certain set of skills that differentiates us from others, so it makes us more powerful than the next person. But the next person also has something they are empowered in. They also have what they are able to do that I'm not able to do, so it makes them powerful. Now, there are 2 types of people. There are those who don't know that they have this power, right? And then there are the ones who do know, but they use it selfishly. They use it for their own gain. So that's what this EP is about. It's about, we're talking to people and saying, look, you do have power. And then the ones who know that they have power and they're using it selfishly, we're saying, look, do better. Don't use this power to mess around. You have a responsibility. The thing with the power that God has given us is that it's a responsibility over, of course we have to be responsible over it, but we have it so that we are able to help out the people around us. So if we are not using our power to be of help to the next person, then tapai have to reach it. So tapai have to reach it, and I believe God is going to punish those powerful people who are misusing power. So we have to be careful, especially the people who want to take up leadership positions, people who say, no, me, I want to be the class captain, I want to be the prefect. Like, you need to think. It's like, you do realize that you're not going up there so that you can be coming to class late, so that you can, do what you want. You're there so that you can serve the people who are at your school. You can serve your people in politics, whatever field of work you have been given leadership over. If we've given you charge over cleaning a room, you need to make sure that you know where everything is in that room. You need to be on top of it, and it's not opportunity to say, oh, I'm the captain of this room, I've got 10 tapers to show it. No. So that's what that's about. However, we started recording this EP last year, and it's because it's an ongoing thing, and it's all sources of power, from politicians to pastors. There's that abuse of power, so to say. You know what I mean? Even as musicians, as gospel musicians. I mean, I won't lie and say, like, I'm a perfect guy. There are times when I've felt like, okay, I've abused the power I've been given by God. The ability that God has given me to create music and shape people's minds. But what we don't realize a lot of the times. So sometimes I can write a song and I think, oh, I've written a song. You know what I mean? But then someone will come to me and say, this song, it made me change this, I did that. So I need to be accountable for the changes I'm making in people's lives with my music, and that's how it must be in everyone who has power. And even with the politicians, we should look and say, okay, is what we are doing empowering people? Is what are we doing anything? We should always question our selfish motive, because it's there. It's there. Even David in the Bible would question. He would say, Lord, search my heart. You know what I mean? Because we do have selfish intent at the core, and we always need to question it. It's in our sinful nature, but we always need to kill it until there is nothing selfish about our decision. And that's the thing about power. And I feel the big and most important ways we are selfish on power is there is no proper distribution of information. I feel like sometimes a lot of us, so for an example, I'll give an example of myself. I make beats and I just feel like, okay, you know what, I don't want to teach the things that I know to the next guy because he will one day make better beats than me. You know what I mean? And for me, I realized that now 2 years ago. I said, no, you know what, I need to empower others. Drops on Independence Day, 24th of October is when it will be available for free. Yeah, but if you want to support and buy, please go ahead. Oh. You don't listen.